Hey everyone, just got my new Model 3 Performance and it's lacking like everything, okay? Everything aftermarket that I need, this thing doesn't have. One of the very first things that I did here, actually this is mod number 2. Mod number 1, yeah, no more aero caps, okay? Check it out, yeah, looks good. All right, number 2, mud flaps. You gotta have them, all right? You have to have them. I'm gonna tell you why in the video. I think a lot of it's obvious, okay? You gotta have this. Without them, the car gets all torn up, okay? evbase, nice enough to send over their mud flaps here. All the links and everything down below. Oh, don't forget the discount code, okay? TeslaMark, all right? Saves money, works just about everywhere. Back to these. The materials are great. They're high quality. These aren't going to be tearing up your car. Some of them I show you my other my older 2018 mud flaps. They break because this plastic down here is too hard. It's not flexible enough. The plastic up here is actually too hard, tears into the paint. Not so with the evbase. These are highly recommended. I'm gonna go through the install, which is just like a snap, 5 minutes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks guys. You wanna see more on this Model 3 Performance also? Definitely subscribe. All right, let's see what we got in the box. Mud flaps, mud flaps, mud flaps, and more mud flaps. Oh yeah. How to install, which you don't need because you got me. Tools. Okay, good. Ooh, all kinds of push pins. And a little wrench. All right. Let's take a closer look. Oh yeah, check this out. Maximum coverage here. Oh, I think I am gonna like this. And check this out. Super flexible. This is not, which is good, but this is going to be great. All right, so these are for the back and these are for the front. Boy, a little difference here, huh? Let's get them installed. All right, let's do the front first. If you haven't noticed, I turned my wheel out to give us much better access back here. You can do it with your wheel straight, but why? Why make it more difficult? Obviously do a cleanup here. Now this car, my new Model 3 Performance, only has, I don't know, maybe 500 miles on it, and I already have, all right, this is coming off a little better. I cleaned this up and it looked like there were already some chips here. This area of the car without any type of mud flaps just gets absolutely abused. Now they added, you know, if you've ever looked at your lower rocker panel here, they added, you know, I don't know, it's not like a PPF, it's like a factory PPF down here, but this gets completely beat up. And then this here is just, you know, your normal paint, and it will get abused, absolutely abused. They need to put something here from the factory. They don't, which is why evbase comes through again with these mud flaps. And what I really like about these is that they're really flexible down here, especially I'll show my other car, my other Model 3. It's very low. Well, you know what, let me bring you over there now. Why not? Look what happened here. Okay, and these are a little bit flexible, but not nearly as flexible, and they're gonna break. Look at this side here, just completely cracked off. It just gone. Okay. Another thing too, if you happen to see my other video on this, the other types of mud flaps that come around here, if you don't put something like what I did was put like this double-sided tape in here, which again, these went on probably like, it's been over a year. It's probably been maybe a couple years. So the tape obviously doesn't stick anymore, but it's right now it's being used though to protect the paint from the mud flap. So this will dig in the paint of the car unless you do something like I suggested here. The evbase design, though, does not require anything like this, from what I can tell. There's a little gap between the any part of the mud flap and the actual paint of the car, so you don't have to worry about any of the mud flap damaging the actual paint, which is a little ironic because it's designed to protect the paint, and instead some of the mud flaps can actually damage it. It's pretty clear where this goes. You know, you can just hold it up here and see that it's using the existing push pins in there. So let's just take these out immediately, and they give you this pry tool, which is nice. These just pop right out. Okay. You know, the other thing that happens is without mud flaps, everything just kind of gathers up in there, and it's obviously not good. So, and then all we have to do actually, okay, so these are the new ones here from evbase, and these are the existing ones, and you see we've got some more length there because these probably wouldn't be able to handle the added width. So we're going to use what they gave us. Pop that guy in there like that. When you put them in, you need to leave them like this, obviously. It's when you push them all the way in that this separates. So you want them in at the right spot so that you can see if they're out a little bit, this opens up, and if they're in too far, this opens up. So you want it in just the sweet spot there to insert it in there, pop it in. Boom, done, just like that. Now, here's what I was showing you on this this backside here. There's a little bit of a gap all the way around, and that is a good thing because when this moves around, which it does, it will start wearing on the paint in that. So this is a good design actually, and this is more rubbery than the other ones too. So if this were to contact any of the paint, which, you know, it does a little bit up here, it's not going to do the harm that the other ones do. The hard plastic really digs into that paint on these edges. So yeah, this is a nice design. I'm liking this so far. All right, let's do the back now. All right, so let's take a look at the rear tire here and see what we got. It's a little more difficult to see everything, but we got a push pin there, we've got one here, and we've got this kind of nut bolt type thing hanging out of the back there, and we are using all of those and this little clip part here to hold on to the back of the fender. So yeah, this is big, but this is good because it's going to hang on and it's not going to be able to move or anything, which is great because then it won't be flexing and doing any kind of damage potentially to the actual body. All right, let's get this on. Back here we've got this, it's not even, I wouldn't call it like a nut, but it's a little hard to do this with the camera and get good lighting in there, but I'm just literally taking this off by hand. I didn't use any type of tool to loosen it. It's not even a nut. I probably could have even just yanked this thing off. All right, so we are going to actually replace that with this. This is like a nut with a washer thing built in, and that will hold this on really well. All right, so let's get that in first. Let's take these push pins out first. Kind of hard to get at with this tire. And yeah, we can't turn these rear tires, so we got to deal with them. Luckily, these pop out pretty easy. Okay, got the longer push pins. Line everything up. You can get this little clip lined in back there. Okay, good. Let's kind of finger tighten this nut in there. Then we'll use a little tool they gave us. I'll need to over tighten that. So got it pretty tight, and yeah, this sucker's solid. It's not going anywhere. All right. Nice. Okay. Check it out. Nice.